What's up, everybody? This is Michael Davis, Angel Black. Welcome back to another edition of the Angel Black Experience right here on the PW Zone. And yeah, this is the Angel Black Experience. Even though I did another intro on before this video because after this weekend, I gotta be happening to do another new intro anyway because you gotta be new champions happening after Wrestlemania weekend because you gotta be able to take over, stand deliver tonight and tomorrow. Gotta have Wrestlemania Saturday and Sunday. So you gotta be new champions. So we're not gonna waste any time making a new intro or anything like that. Also, this past weekend as the current Genesis, we have a new IWGP Divas champion. World champion, Will Ospreay, the Cotton Work Kingpin, taking away another title from Kota Ibushi. He's no longer a god. But he'll always be a diva. But that's done with this. There's someone that nobody liked, including myself. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, I wasn't gonna do like a WrestleMania 37 prediction show, like night 1, night 2, or anything like that. But seeing as that the card WrestleMania is not that anything to write home about. Also, this build has been fucking atrocious. I mean, we all thought last year's build of WrestleMania was bad because it was middle of a pandemic. Then what was going on? It was awkward silence every time we had shows on PC. But at least they tried to build up WrestleMania. This is no excuses, no more excuses, no more making it a pandemic, no more making the coronavirus a excuse. Okay, they had all the stuff in the world to make this build something special. I mean, not something special. You know what I'm trying to say. They had all the time in the world to made WrestleMania mean something. I mean, it got fans coming back into arenas after almost 400 days of no fans in attendance at any of your shows. I'm not counting NXT because they're not gonna count NXT as their brand or anything. I'm not gonna count it either. But this is the first live event for WWE for 400 days, and they're not even giving it a shit about WrestleMania. And especially, the build between Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair has been god awful. I mean, we were looking forward to this match, so a lot of us are looking forward to this match because this is not only the first match between two black women wrestlers fight for a championship. This is the first time ever that two black women are fighting for a championship at WrestleMania. So this should have been a big deal, but they make it into a stupid storyline where this stupid bitch boy Reggie bouncing from woman to woman, act like a womanizer of some sort. Cause one minute he's with Carmella, next minute he's trying to get with Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Now he's with Nia Jax, and Sam Baszler just sitting here like, when my contract gonna be up so I can get the fuck out of here. Cause Sam Baszler is just he's nothing but a sidekick, and I feel bad for her. But this should have been a good build up to a potential great women's match. And a lot of people saying that this is gonna be the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. I don't want it to be. I don't. Let that be Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley, because at least that's been a better build than Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. But rumor said that Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair are gonna be main event Night 1, and Lashley and McIntyre gonna be the first match of the night. And if that's the case, going back to what Michael Jordan said about the WWE Championship, you're not gonna headline with your main championship. What the fuck are you doing? Cause you're not gonna see Okada open up Wrestle Kingdom as IWGP Heavyweight Champion. You're not gonna do that. So why the fuck you have Lashley and McIntyre open up the show? And if Lashley does not win, if Lashley does not walk out WWE Champion at WrestleMania, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. Cause don't get me wrong, I like Drew McIntyre. I was happy that he won the WWE Championship. Not only did he won it once, he won it twice. In November last year. But if they have McIntyre win in front of they have McIntyre win because they want him to win in front of a live crowd, and what was the point building up Bobby Lashley? What was the point building up Bobby Lashley as this big deal? Having him have the epic championship entrance with the lightning and the pyro and the custom nameplate. Like when they all how they walk down the ring, they had the nameplate at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, he has that down. Has that now. Like you gotta throw that all the way just so you can have McIntyre win in front of a crowd. Like what the hell? I mean, I'm sorry, I like Drew McIntyre, but Lashley should walk out of WrestleMania at WWE champion. No ifs and buts about it. That's all I gotta say about that. Um, Speaking of things that should not be happening, Big E versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship. Why are we doing this match again? Why? Why are we having Apollo Crews having chance after chance after chance? Why is that? Apollo Crews lost to Big E like 5-6 times. Now this is like it's his 7 millionth time for the fight for the IC Championship. But this is gonna be a Nigerian drum match. Whatever the fuck that is. Just say it's a no holds bar match. Yeah, that's pretty much what this match is gonna be. That's what I'm hearing. It's gonna be a no holds bar match. And is it gonna be like a no holds bar match with drums surround the ring? Is it gonna be a no holds bar match where you have drummers playing on the drums during the matchup? Like, if that's the case, that could be annoying as fuck. You could have people watching at home mute their fucking TVs because it's fucking annoying. I mean, it's better than you gotta hear Michael Cole and Corey Graves on commentary here every Friday night. Having that and drums playing in the background, no. And you could have Apollo Crews win, instead of having one win all the other matches. I'm sorry, you should have had that happen. But if we have Big E win here, let this be the last fucking time we see Apollo Crews get another championship opportunity. Because I'm sorry, after seeing the constant matchup between Big E and Apollo Crews, Big E and Sami Zayn, Big E's champion reign has been piss poor. I'm sorry to hear it. We were all happy to see him win at the IC Championship when he first started, his first time being around the New Day for several years. Having win the IC Championship only to have him fight against the same two people here and there with a couple of open challenges on the side. It's just been piss poor. It's just been very uneventful. So hopefully, that was meant to be the last match between these two. Doesn't matter if Apollo wins. It doesn't matter if Big E wins. Let this feud be over with, please. Speaking of feuds that should be over with after WrestleMania, Bad Bunny and The Miz. Now, originally it was supposed to be a one-on-one match between Miz and Bad Bunny, but surprisingly, they made it into a true tag team match. The very last episode Raw. Like we were predicting that this match was gonna be made weeks ago, but apparently, John Morrison or Johnny Gamer Jones, as I call him, he was dealing with knee problems, and Gabe Meltzer, everyone's favorite reliable source, he said they weren't gonna be cleared in time for WrestleMania. But, spoiler alert, he is. And apparently, now this is going to be a tag team match between Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison. And this should have been made like weeks ago. I mean, we all know that Damian Priest and Bad Bunny are going to win because, as you guys know, most of the time, celebrities that come in and wrestle in a pay-per-view match normally win. As for WrestleMania, the celebrities have been undefeated at WrestleMania. You don't believe me? Lawrence Taylor, Snooki, Maria Menounos, Floyd Mayweather. Like all those people that wrestled at WrestleMania won. And Mr. T, how I could forget about him? Oh, I know how I forget about him. Like you were thinking about freaking Hulk Hogan. And by the way, my daily reminder, fuck Hulk Hogan. That's beside the point. But we all know the Bad Bunny gonna win. I mean, he been trained. He been busted his ass in the performance center. He cut a promo on wall that's better than half the people that on the roster currently. This guy has been doing. He's been doing his homework. I can appreciate that. But please, let Bad Brain go out and do some more records about wrestlers, and have this be the first and last match between Bad Brain and Miz and Morrison. Hey, no, no. Speaking of celebrities, I'm getting tired of seeing Logan Paul. Logan fucking Paul. Now, we all know why Logan Paul is one of the most hated and most annoying people on the face of this earth. You don't know why that is. I mean, he only filmed a dead body in the forest in Japan. This has been the Japan culture. I mean, no biggie. But it's bad enough that the guy gotta be at Wrestlemania, and he gotta be playing a role in this Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match. Now, listen, we wanted to see Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania years ago, WrestleMania 32. You remember that it was supposed to be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. That was a match that was planned, but no, they got bring in six other people that nobody gave a damn about at the time, and make it a ladder match. And to case in point, the ladder match they had the year before at WrestleMania 31 was 10 times better than the one they had at WrestleMania 32. Just saying. So, I mean, I expect this match to be great, because every time that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens face off against each other is always a great matchup. I thought these guys was not gonna face off against each other because of the stipulation that was made at Battleground several years ago, the second to last Battleground of history of WWE. But I guess they want to have a match at WrestleMania because Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, whatnot. He said Sami Zayn wouldn't have a match because he's wanted to find out the conspiracy in the WWE and whatnot. Kevin Owens wanted to have a match with WrestleMania because he wanted to drop off the fucking pirate ship. Because the big sign they had in the empty performance center wasn't good enough. So hopefully we get to see Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. I mean, Kevin Owens jump off the pirate ship at WrestleMania. Because if we don't, it's gonna be a waste of fucking time. Just like the Sanity Tournament match that happened against 4 mixed-up tag teams and a tag team that's been teaming for over a year, the Riot Squad. No, this is a waste of time. Just like the whole Brains and Braun storyline that we having with Sami Man and Braun Strowman. Now, I hate Braun Strowman with an inch of my life, and I think Braun Strowman is a fucking idiot. Not in the ring, but out of the ring. But I don't want to see another match between Sami Man and WrestleMania. I mean, with Miz, the match he had against the Miz was okay. The match he had against AJ Styles was great, but this match between him and Braun Strowman in a steel cage match, there could be some dumb storyline into it. They probably gotta have Braun Strowman throwing Sami Man through the side of the cage. He thinks he can go walk over Sami Man and win the match, but next thing you know, Sami Man lands on his feet and Sami Man wins the match. If that doesn't happen, then I mean, come on now. If that happens, I want every fucking penny for WWE, because I just gave you an idea that you can use for the Sami Man and Braun Strowman match. But if that doesn't happen, then what the fuck ever. We gotta talk about Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Ripley she made her debut on Mania Wall. She challenged for the War Room Championship, and she gonna be having a big interest at WrestleMania. And that's just, I mean, if she doesn't win at WrestleMania, it's a waste of fucking time, cause she getting all this attention, the big debut, the big WrestleMania interest. She still win. I think she winning at WrestleMania would not be a bad idea, because I think Asuka is still, feeling a little bit woozy after getting knocked out by Shayna Baszler. So it would not hurt to have Asuka drop the belt with Ripley, and hopefully Ripley can get her revenge on Charlotte. Unless Charlotte is still, on timeout after what happened with Andrade. That's another story for another day. But before I go, I gotta talk about this triple threat match. That shouldn't even be a triple threat match between Roman Reigns, Edge, and Daniel fucking Bryan. Now, I had no problem with them making the match between Randy Orton and Batista triple threat match at WrestleMania 30 because it was based on a storyline with Daniel Bryan fighting the Authority. He had to beat Triple H first to enter the main event between Batista and Randy Orton. But this is just put together because Daniel Bryan is a desperate piece of shit. Because I deserve to be in the main event of WrestleMania, not Edge, even though Edge won the Royal Rumble number one, fighting all 29 other superstars. Yeah, and he does saying that Roman Reigns doesn't deserve to be in the main event of WrestleMania, even though he's the Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, head of the table, the main event. So why are we not getting spear versus spear? Why are we getting this match between Daniel Bryan, Edge, and Roman Reigns? Like, the only thing I know I can think of why they doing Daniel Bryan in this match because they want to protect Roman Reigns and Edge. Because Daniel Bryan taking the pin. Daniel Bryan taking the pin from either Edge or Randy Orton. Hopefully Edge. Cause I want to see Edge win that Universal Championship, even though he should have gone after the WWE Championship. That's beside the point. But Edge winning at WrestleMania would be a great story. Cause 10 years ago, April 11, 2011, he retired. He had to vacate the World Heavyweight Championship because he had to retire. 10 years later, how good would it be to have Edge hold that Universal Championship up high, and the 10-year anniversary of his retirement, he becomes the WWE World Champion again. Why not have that? I don't want to see Roman Reigns hold the championship for 2 years just so you can have your fucking dream match between Roman Reigns versus The Rock. I don't give a shit. It's getting easy to have Roman Reigns take that title back for Edge down the road. So let Edge get his moment. Let Edge become World Heavyweight Champion, and let Edge have a one-on-one match against Daniel Bryan so we can finally settle this rivalry, this feud once and for all. But overall, WrestleMania 37, I hope it's a good WrestleMania. I mean, again, this is your first show in front of a crowd for over a year. So make it count. I know the bill has been set, but please let the show itself be something to be talked about for years to come. But that's all I got to say about WrestleMania 37. Let me know down below what you think about how you feel about WrestleMania. Are you excited for WrestleMania? Are you gonna watch WrestleMania on fucking Peacock, or are you gonna watch it from some illegal stream online? Either way, are you excited for WrestleMania? Let me know down below in the comments. And make sure you like the video, subscribe, tap the bell on the YouTube I don't miss any of my videos, and enjoy any takeovers, stand and deliver. Stay safe, social distance, wear a fucking mask. Till then, I'm Michael Davis, Black. I'm out.